Hi, sweet friends, welcome back. Today I thought I would sit down and begin with a mini haul from Magnolia. Now, I picked up these pieces to decorate with in the fall. Not all of them are necessarily fall specific, but I will be using them in my upcoming fall decorating. I also want to share with you an update on this past weekend. We had some ultimate highs and some really low lows. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. As you can see, I'm embracing my wavy, kind of frizzy hair. I didn't straighten it today, so that's why I look a little bit different. But let's go ahead and start with those Magnolia items. So the first item that I picked up that I thought was super beautiful is this rattan vase. I thought this was gorgeous. It's such a small, kind of compact little vase. And then it kind of has that wavy scalloped edge. And it just has the most beautiful tone of brown. I like picking out these type of wicker baskets during the fall because it kind of just warms up your space. Now, I think this was $28. So it's a little on the pricey side. You know how Magnolia is. They are pretty pricey, and so I didn't get very many things because I didn't want my wallet to tear up and, start to cry. So that's the first thing. Next up, I absolutely fell in love with this landscape print. I think it is so pretty. It is glass, so you can see the reflection of the lights in it. I'll try to get up a little closer. It has like a textured paper look and a mat, and I really love the wood frame. And I actually have it displayed here on a metal easel, and I also got that off of Magnolia. I think you can get one very similar off of Amazon, and I'll try my best to link what I can if I can find the links for them. But I thought this was really pretty. When I got it, it was actually a little bit smaller than I had anticipated, but all in all, I still think it is really pretty, and it's something that I can probably keep out year round because of the tones in the photo itself. For the kitchen or the dining room, I just fell in love with their beautiful tea towels. Can you see just the beautiful detailing here at the edge? I think that is so pretty. And you can even display the little mark of Magnolia or their name, which I think that's really pretty. And then the green is just absolutely gorgeous. So I think this is, again, another piece that I can pull out during Christmas and really all year round. And I just love the extra detail. And these were $16. So for just one, that is quite pricey, but I think these are going to last me for a long time. These are my decorative tea towels. We have ones that we use and then ones that are just strictly for decor. You'll have to let me know. Do you do that? Or am I kind of crazy like that? Now, you know how I love green, and I also love that block print. So when I saw this one, I absolutely fell in love. I actually have 3 that are very similar from Hobby Lobby. So if you're looking for a dupe for a little bit less, you could check out Hobby Lobby. But this one is also $16. And just look at the extra detail here at the bottom. I think that's what sold me on these, was just their extra detail. And, they look a little bit more upscale, but I think these will be great all year round, and I can't wait to decorate with them here come fall. So I love this pillow. I thought that it was just a absolutely gorgeous print. And then it also has this trim along the edge. So the print is on both sides. So I thought that was really nice. And it also comes with the pillow insert. And I think it is an 18 by 18. It's green. Again, I think this is something that I can use here in the fall, as well as beginning of the year, spring, even summer, because it kind of has like a little bit of a floral look to it. But this is going to be perfect to, throw on an exit chair. All right, well, that was all that I picked up from Magnolia. And so now I wanted to just sit and chat and tell you about our past weekend. So like I mentioned in the beginning, we had some ultimate highs, and that was with my daughter Alaina's wedding to her wonderful and sweet husband, and now my son-in-law, Asher. Their wedding was absolutely breathtakingly perfect. She was the most beautiful bride I have ever seen, She not only just filled the room with her beauty, but also her kindness, her sweetness, and their love. And then they were just surrounded by God's presence. And their wedding was perfect. And so we went from the ceremony into the reception. Everything went really well there. We had great food. I think everybody had a blast. You know, everything just rolled really great through the wedding. But they always say that you have a hiccup. Well, I thought it was going to be wedding specific. Well, it was not. So here comes the ultimate low. So before the wedding on Thursday, we had went to the reception to clean and just start prepping the room, iron the linens, get all the table settings set up. So we were out for the day on Thursday. Nyla was left here by herself and with our bathroom closet door open, which houses our trash can. She actually got into the trash can and consumed 5, and I hate to be, too much information, but ultra tampons. We had come home that evening around 7, so she'd been home by herself for 7 hours. So we didn't know when this occurred, and but I seen remnants of the tampons scattered throughout the house, and I knew right then, oh no, this is an emergency. So we automatically ran to because it was late, everything was closing, so we went to the emergency vet that is about an hour away. So when we got there, they were like, yes, this is very common. We will give her a medicine and she will probably vomit and we'll be good to go. Well, they tried that 2 times and she would not respond to the medicine. So they did an x-ray. It showed that the contents was in her stomach and that it was starting to move into her small intestines, which then begins a more severe, outlook. They told us that we could take her home to observe her, bring her back the next morning, which would have been Friday and rehearsal day. And so that's what we did. We brought her back. They did an ultrasound and there was no movement. So they were like, this is a potential blockage. You could wait, but it'd probably be in your best interest to just go ahead and go into surgery. Well, unfortunately, the place that we had taken her typically has all kinds of surgeons and neurosurgeons on call. Well, something was down in their surgical room, so they couldn't do it. So we had to then transfer her to another facility that would do the surgery. And so Nyla then had to go into surgery on Friday, which, we're already excited and nervous about the upcoming wedding, and then just fearful for the surgery, the outcome. And we had about 3 hours of sleep that prior night. So I was a total mess. Like I was emotional, just basket case. But with the Lord's help and prayer, I got through the day and actually had times that I actually enjoyed the rehearsal dinner. It was just sweet little moments with Asher and his family. But anyway, so since we were at the rehearsal dinner, my son had flew in, of course, from Florida, and he was able to go pick up Nyla from the surgical place, put her back to the facility, the ER hospital, because they were only open till 7. They weren't a 24-hour, and they thought that she needed 24-hour supervision. And with us having all the things that were going on, we knew we wanted her in a safe place where they could really watch her, and to give us a little bit of peace of mind. So we transferred her back there, and then Caleb was able to then join us back later in the day for the rehearsal dinner. So without him, I don't know how this would have worked out. It was just the timing of everything and how it happened. I can see God's hand in it, helping us and comforting us along the way. Then we was able to pick her up immediately following the wedding that night. Of course, she was in some pain. She didn't whimper or anything. She hates the little cone that she has to wear. And we are right now on day 5 post-surgery. We've had a little bit of struggle, trying to give her water through a syringe so that she will urinate. She hasn't quite had a full bowel movement. She's had just kind of diarrhea, little Hershey squirts. So if you would pray for her that this would just, you know, that the continual healing of her body would just go smoothly and ease my mind, because I am very anxious about, you know, trying to give her medicine. She's on like 3 different ones and they have to be timed a certain way. She has to have an empty stomach for one, and then you have to feed her smaller meals and get the water in, and it's just, for me, it's a lot. It shouldn't be, but it just feels overwhelming. And so today is one of those days where it is pouring the rain down, and we actually really need the rain. So I'm not complaining, but I figured, why in the world straighten my hair when I'm going to have to be going in and out with Nyla in the rain? I'll just, you know, embrace this look, get a little wet, and just say, you know, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. So that is the update for right now. She's doing well. She actually today went into her toy box and got a toy out, and I was like, okay, you know, we can't be running and playing. We have stairs everywhere in our home, so picking her up and taking her and putting her down has been a process, because she, you know, it's her belly, she's cut probably about 6 to 8 inches. And, you know, it's just been a process, but she is healing. We think she's doing well. And so I think we have surpassed and gotten through this weekend, again, with those high highs and ultimate lows. It was really scary because she is part of our family. I know you all love her, and I just wanted to kind of update you, let you know why I've been absent. I had decorated, like pre-decorated before the wedding for fall, so I have a few rooms already ready and set to go for you. But you know, life happens, and so I had a little setback. So as soon as I can, I will be posting those videos and getting them out to you. What you could do for me, like when I post a video, make sure you do watch it, click the like button, comment. That will definitely help me out, let YouTube know that it's worth watching my videos. I'll pass it on to unsubscribers. But other than that, that is this weekend. All right, well, friends, I still want to end our time in God's Word, because I think that is super important, and I absolutely love sharing His Word. So today I'm going to be reading from Nahum chapter 1, verse 7. The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in Him. Amen to that. Well, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. I will try to upload as soon as I can. I'm hoping next week, Wednesday, will be my first video, but if Nolly's doing well, it may be sooner. So it's just kind of wait and see. So make sure you have your notification bell on and set to all, so that when I do upload, you will get a notification and you'll be the first to see when I upload my kickoff to my fall decorating series. Well, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in my next one. Take care, and God bless, friends. Bye.